Have you ever thought that you were playing it really safe, whether it be in your content, your art, your career, just chasing after your passions, and you were playing it safe, either because you were scared or you just feel like you couldn't do it, whatever it may be? Have you ever felt that way? Because I definitely have. And if you're here, I'm sure you have too. I have talked about this in other videos slightly, just kind of getting on the edge there, but never really dove that deep into it. So today, that is what I'm going to be doing. Last week on TikTok, I posted a picture of my painting that I had finished, and I was like, I'm playing it so safe. I play very safe in my art. Well, I won't say very safe, but I do tend to play it safe. And what I mean by that is I know that I can go harder, but I don't, because I still want it to be somewhat palatable. I don't want it to freak people out, especially because I do tend to put a lot of surrealism themes in my artwork. So I really do play it safe sometimes. And I feel like with this painting, I can really push it to the edge, because with surrealism, you do want that uncomfy feeling. Just slightly. It doesn't have to be like super uncomfortable, but just a little bit, to where it's not like, oh my God, what does this mean? It just makes you stare at it and tilt your head. That is the vibe that I'm going for. And I feel like I play it safe. And there are other areas in my life where I also do that, and I do that in my content. You watched me do it last week. The video I uploaded last week, I literally went back to my roots. I was like, oh, well, I'm a fashion person. I'm comfortable with that. So that's what I'm going to talk about for a while. And while I still do want to talk about fashion, I do think that is playing it safe. I probably will have some videos where I will show my capsule wardrobe, but I don't think that needs to be the content that I need to put out. Not at all. And I love that it is captured in real time, me reverting to this place that I know that I'm really, really comfortable with. And that is kind of why I love filming these videos, because it's documented. You can see it. You see me revert to that person of like, well, maybe I should just stick to what I know and not what I really want to talk about. And what I really want to talk about is chase after your dreams. Do your passions. Stop holding yourself back and just do it. Do the thing that you really want to do. I think my second to last video was talking about that, and I kind of just scratched an itch a little bit. Whenever I see that, like, videos like that don't get as many views, I decide not to talk about it anymore. And I do this all the time. I've done it on all my platforms where I'll be like, oh, well, it only got like 5 likes, so, I'm not going to keep talking about it if people don't like it. But one of the things with content is you have to keep repeating yourself over and over again. It is still marketing at the end of the day. I look at people who are literally just cooking on their channels, and that's all they do is just cooking content. They just cook different things, whether it be every day or every week. I look at Anna Howard's videos, which are really inspiring to me. I don't know why and what it is about her. I think it's just her energy, and some of the topics she talks about, they're very abstract. And I don't know, I love abstract topics, and they really scratch your brain a little bit. Excuse me if you can hear all my congestion and kind of scratchy voice. The seasons technically changed, and I always get a little bit of a head cold around this time of year. So please excuse that. I really like it how people can talk about abstract ideas or paint abstract ideas and turn it into an actual conversation starter. And that's what I want to do. I want to have these conversation starters that make people think and pursue after their dreams, and just be the best version of themselves, of oneself, I should say. I do want to go back to Anna Howard and how she kind of talks in her videos, because a lot of the time she's not, I'm sure she has a script. I'm sure she does. But I love how when she's getting her thoughts out, she might go back and edit her editing self in there and be like, well, actually, I want to really dive deeper into this part of the topic. I really love that, because it's very candid, very open, and just makes you open to more conversation. And I love conversations like that. Sometimes I do feel like I hide myself, and I even hide myself on here. Not that I want to put everything all out on Front Street on, this channel, because I don't. You really don't need to know all that much about me, although I am willing to share most things, but not a ton of things. Sorry, my lips are a little chapped. Okay, I got a little off track there, but that's part of this. I want to be candid. I want this to feel like a bit of a FaceTime call, just like a little bit. I want to talk about this person that was on TikTok, and she was basically saying, I have no desire to live the same lives that a lot of you guys on TikTok are living. And I do believe she was mostly talking about how everyone wants that aesthetic, that baddie aesthetic, that girl aesthetic, and also even the yappers that are on TikTok and just the things that they talk about. And her passions and desires are so different from the rest of the people that she encounters. And I'm paraphrasing for sure, but I really liked that video because I was like, wait a minute, that's true. Like, I don't have a desire to have this like influencer looking lifestyle. Like, yeah, it would be cool to be an influencer and make money off of digital marketing, but at the same time, I don't need it to look a certain way or really even be a certain way. And I love that she even kind of mentioned like being a girl boss is not the goal for her, and just chasing after your passions essentially is what she was saying. And obviously I agree with that because I am so big on chasing after your passions, whether it be just hobbies or career wise. I don't think it matters what you do. If you have a regular 9 to 5 job or a retail job, I still think you can chase after your passions. I was texting with a friend of mine and I haven't seen her in a while, but she told me she was in Puerto Rico and she's like in Puerto Rico for like 2 weeks. And I was like, yeah, that's living. Like, cause it is. And most of the time, especially if you're American, you don't spend enough time on your vacation and actually relaxing. Like, you do it for a weekend or you might do it for a weekend. That's it. Like, to go somewhere and just do nothing is the best feeling ever. Typically when Americans travel, they want to do all the touristy things, and that's fun, but I think I'm getting off track again, but I also think it's okay to want to do nothing on vacation. And I think we should do more of that. But I really do think about how like when we see certain things, we see the influencers, the baddie aesthetic, the I don't really even know what to call it, that girl stuff. We try to recreate it and it doesn't work for us. I have definitely talked about this in other videos. And it just doesn't work for us because that's not the life we truly want to live. Like I've mentioned before, like we don't need to have morning routines where we wake up at 5 a.m. Like if that doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. You don't have to do that. You are the director of your life. And gosh, I don't know how many times I said that before, but like you really are. You are the co-creator of your life. You're the one calling all the shots and making all the decisions. So you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. That does come with a lot of privilege. Like I know some people would probably think like, oh, well, you have the privilege of just painting all day or doing your art and making content. Whereas I still have to work this retail job and come home, take care of my kids and all that. And even if that is the case, I still think you should make time for your passions, your hobbies, whatever it is that you love every day, even if it's just for 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Do it. If you want to be a writer, but you have all those things going on, get on Substack and write a paragraph. Spend 10 minutes doing that and post it on the Substack, onto WordPress, onto whatever you want to post it on. Substack is probably the easiest because you don't have to create a website. Creating a website does take a long time. If that's what you want to do it. Don't be like, well, I have to do this and I have to clean and I have to cook and I have to, because we all have things that we have to do in our life. But if you're not chasing after those passions, if you're not doing the things that you love, are you truly living up to your potential and up to the life that you really want to live? And like I said, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Take 10 minutes out of your day to do your passions. And honestly, what ends up happening is you end up finding little pockets of time and you end up doing the things that you love throughout the day. And that is my TED. No. But really, and that's really all I want to talk about. I think we would be so much happier if we stopped doing what we think other people want us to do. And we would be happier if we did the things that we loved and really followed our desires, and within reason, of course. Like I feel like I don't need to say this disclaimer. Like if you have some desires that are questionable, I would recommend not doing them. But yeah, so that's my disclaimer. But of course, if they're not questionable, they're passions like painting, writing, gaming, streaming, making a YouTube channel, cooking more healthy meals, writing a cookbook, whatever it is, do it. Do it. If it takes you 2 years, 5 years to get it done, I still say do it. So yeah, that really is my TED Talk though. I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker here, but I really just love talking about this topic so much. And it took me a while to pinpoint what exactly it was that I needed to talk about. I'm going to be repetitive about it. So if you've seen these videos already, whoop-de-doo. That's a TikTok trend if you didn't know. But Seriously, like if you've seen this type of video from me already, yeah, this is my content. So you're gonna keep seeing it. It's going to be repetitive. Yes, I will talk about different things on here, but this is the thing that I need to speak on more often, more regularly, maybe twice a week now. Editing these videos is a headache, but whatever. I'm still gonna do it. All right, so that is all for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I am so glad I got that off my chest. But yeah, if you like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.